Hey, my lovely Serene Dream here, back with another pick a card reading. And today's requested topic is how do people feel when you, or how do they feel, or what do they think when you enter a room? And this reading is general, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. So only take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse the messages if that's how fits your situation somehow. And if you would like to check out your monthly Zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year or your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can do so at the Vimeo links below. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out my website at the link below as well. And follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for daily guidance. And on the screen are three entrances. Go ahead and make your selection. If you need more time, you can go ahead and pause the video. But we're going to go ahead and get started with those who chose entrance number 1. Okay, so for those who chose entrance number 1, what do people think or feel when you enter a room? I feel like people get defensive. Something about your energy intimidates them. And I feel like specifically the same sex. So, whatever sex you are, I feel like the same. Like if you're a woman, I feel like other women get intimidated by you entering the room. If you're a man, other men get intimidated by your presence in the room. And I feel like this is almost immediate. Like they almost feel as if your energy is offensive to them. I don't feel like you're doing anything. I don't feel like you come in any way. Like you're just being yourself. But it's just something about your energy that makes them feel less than almost automatically. And I feel like you're kind of clueless to this as well. Like like you enter the space like, and because my throat is like, you're not saying anything, because I don't feel like this is about what you say. I feel like it's just literally you entering the room and people just get defensive because they start to feel intimidated in your presence. I also feel like there may be a person or two who gets like very boastful. They may start to yap off at the mouth and, talk themselves up and try to get attention because they're feeling a way about your presence. And I feel like you're looking at them like you're confused. If you think back to times that's happened, you might have thought in those moments like, why is this person all of a sudden doing this? Like, why are they acting like this? Or who cares? Like, why are they talking about this? It was because of your energy. You have you're a very rare breed. That's what I get. And you have a very distinct look that doesn't look like everybody else. I don't know if that is because of your physical features or like maybe the way you dress, the way you carry. I feel like it's like either the way you dress or like either the way you look physically. But there's something that is like a little bit different, not just a little bit. There's something a lot different about your presentation physically that immediately captures people's attention. But then in addition to your physical presence, your energy speaks volumes. Like your energy is very loud without you saying anything. And it just makes people feel like, who do they think they are? I just get like you have this very queenly or kingly energy. Like you enter the room and it's like royalty just entered. And people don't know how to handle that because they can clearly see that you aren't any kind of royalty. They don't see any kind of, servants or anything around you, but they're just like, but why do I feel like I need to bow down to them? But then there are people who are just like very upset at the fact that their energy feels like it needs to bow to you. But and like I said, I don't feel like you're giving off this energy intentionally. I don't feel like you walk around with like a stuck up attitude or, like walk around like you're better than anybody. Like you really are just being yourself. And I honestly feel like you're one of the most humble people anyone could ever meet. Like if people talk to you, like how you present, how your energy comes off to people is opposite than how you actually act, if that makes sense. Like you come off as if like you have this very haughty, like your energy is very like superior, but like when people talk to you, like you could be very mild mannered, very, humble, very relatable. So I feel like when people actually interact with you, they change their opinion of you. Like at first they're just like intimidated, and they could even just off that alone, like, I don't like this person. Like they just look stuck up. They look like they're full of themselves, and you're not giving, like, you're not doing anything, like I said, to give off that energy. It's just your energy. But then they sit down and talk to you, and it's like, you know what, you're really cool. And I'm familiar with this energy because that happened to me my whole life. People will always say, like, talking to me is a whole different experience than just like seeing me. It's like seeing me is one thing. Like they have this very negative opinion, like I'm stuck up or whatever. So I identify with this group, but it's like when they get to know me, it's like, oh, you're like really cool and down to earth. It's like you're not full of yourself, but for some reason your energy comes off like you are. But that's just your energy. You can't help it. I feel like you were born this way. And yeah, I just get like people may think you're something like a stick in the mud, like you're high maintenance, possibly, all that kind of stuff. And you could come in dressed in like sweats and a t shirt, you know, no makeup, if you're a woman, and your hair is not done in any kind of special way, like you're really dressed down, and for some reason people may still peg you as high maintenance despite your appearance not giving off anything like that. It is just you have a very high maintenance superior energy that people are very intimidated by. I would not be shocked if those who chose this group, you don't have many friends. And it's not for the lack of trying to find friends or trying to make friends. It's just because when you connect with people, they just can't take being around your energy because they're so intimidated by you. You could be a loner, but like I said, not by choice. I feel like you've grown comfortable with being a loner, but it's come from the experience of having like many fallouts with friends and people over time that you never understood where it came from. These people would just out of the blue like stop talking to you, just betray, do all kind of things to you that are negative, that just cause the friendship or the relationships to end. And the other thing I'm getting is it's not even just like friendships. I get like you might have experienced this in relationships as well. Yes. I feel like you have an energy that could intimidate you could intimidate lovers, even like people who you're romantically involved with. And so they may start to feel away and try to, like, what do they call it, like knock you down a peg. Like you're being extremely engaged in a relationship and nice and giving and loving and all those things, but then they can't help but like to try to make you feel bad about yourself because being around you, being with you makes them feel bad. Like within themselves, they feel like they didn't deserve you. I don't feel like you find many you don't connect with many people. Not at all. Like I said, this group, I'm picking up that you are mostly loners, but not by choice, but you've at the same time grown very comfortable with being a loner and just accepted that this is who you are. So it takes a very special person to connect with you as a friend or lover or whatever. Not many people can be around you and just like truly be a friend to you or truly be your lover and be comfortable. It takes someone who is more like you. And because you are a rare breed, you don't come across you won't find matches like that every day, but it's not impossible to find them. So some of you might be connected with people who are other rare breeds as well, like they themselves are rare breeds. So if you do have people around you, you have a very, very small circle, and all of those people are rare just like you. From the lovers, from your romantic relationships on down to everybody else. But yeah, I get like, and the thing about it is you're growing so comfortable with yourself. At first, maybe when you were younger, you used to like feel bad about the fact that you make people like people feel that way around you, or like they treat you like this, like you're high maintenance when you're not. Uh but I feel like you've grown comfortable and accepted that about yourself. Accepted that, this is who you are and you're not going to change yourself for anybody. You're not going to dumb down your energy to make somebody else feel comfortable, because I feel like you've done that in the past. Some of you have. Many of you have, I'm hearing. Yeah. But I feel like the more you embrace yourself, the more you attract your tribe. So again, if you are a loner still, like you don't have anyone around you, I feel like you're going to, the more you stand in your authentic energy, you're going to attract more people like you, who you don't have to worry about, feeling intimidated or feeling, like they want to knock you down because you make them feel bad just by being you. It's just, no. So yeah, that's the energy that you give off. For those who chose entrance number one, we're going to move on to entrance number two. Hold on, let me timestamp this here. And because I feel like I needed to take a breath after that reading, I feel like this life, the way the experiences you had in life with people have been very exhausting. I feel like you have the same story over and over. Throughout life, you've tried to make connections with people and it's always the same ending. Like they would just fall out with you for no reason. They would just try to, turn on you for no reason. It's just, I feel like that's been this, I'm still on group one, that's been your story, and it's just been very exhausting to the point that you just like, I don't even care about being around people. I don't care about having friends. I don't care about being in a relationship. I don't care about any of that. I just, I'm good. But like I said, you're going to start to attract more people like you, so you're going to have your little tribe. I don't feel like it's going to be a big tribe, but and some of you may already have your little small tribe, but you're going to be good. So now we're going to finally move on officially to those who chose entrance number two. And let me timestamp again, since I was still channeling group one. Okay, so for those who chose entrance number two, how do people feel, or what do they think when you enter a room? People love you. I feel like you're like, something about your energy feels like the life of the party. So people, it's almost like catnip. It's like bees to honey. People are very attracted to you. When you enter a room, it almost feels like people are buzzing around you, trying to get, trying to breathe your air. Like they're trying to get to know you. You have, and I feel like you have the kind of energy that can make a straight person gay. I don't know why I'm picking that up. So, like, people, when they get around you, even if they're straight, they may question their sexuality because they find themselves like immensely attracted to you. And even if they are, like, for instance, if they're gay, you may make them question whether they're straight. They're like, you know what, am I really gay? Because I'm really attracted to this woman, or I'm really attracted to this man right now. It's like you make people question their sexuality. I definitely get that. Yeah, you have like a lot of, I get like there's a lot of buzzing energy. People like they just swarm around you. I feel like wherever you go, you become popular. Wherever you have gone in school, I feel like you were popular. At work, I feel like you're popular. You have people, you're the kind of person that everyone knows your name, and people who you don't even know their name know your name, because that's the kind of energy you have, sort of like the energy of a celebrity. Even though for many of you watching this, you aren't celebrities or any kind of public figures, but you give off a celebrity energy. People want to get to know you. People want to hang out with you. I'm hearing people want to make love to you. Again, like I'm picking up that fantasy, like the questioning sexuality. And it not just that, but like even people who are heterosexual, like the opposite sex to you or whatever, or if you're gay, I just get like a lot of people want to make love to you. They fantasize about it. you have a lot of people like gay and straight who hit on you. I feel like you have no shortage of options. I'm seeing like somebody listening to this and they're laughing because it's very accurate what I'm saying. Like you have like a strong sex appeal. And not just sex appeal, you have a strong appeal overall. But I get like the people who are swarming around you, like they also want to sleep with you. I'm just being honest. I feel like that is a lot of people who come around you, that's their goal. I'm hearing somebody wants to try it out. Like, again, if you have people around you who you're making them question their sexuality, they're just like, I want to experiment with them. I feel like I want to see, like, am I gay? Or if they're gay, am I straight? I feel like I want to try this out with them. You probably have allowed people to I'm getting something like a free spirit with this group. Some of you have allowed people to live out their fantasies with you. I'm getting that for some of you. And I feel like you don't feel used, you don't feel any kind of way about it, like you're flattered by it, and you're like it's almost like when it's over, you're not attached to the situation. Like you give them their fantasy and they're just like, thank you. And you're just like, you're welcome. It's like that. And it doesn't have to be like actual sex. It could even be like just sharing a kiss with someone and just having that experience with you just made their life. And yeah, like you're that kind of person. I'm hearing you're a very dope person. People find you to be like you're very dope, like you're a dope soul. They feel like you're just so cool. You're super sexy, like they can't get enough of you. They cannot get enough. They tune into you like you're a reality show. They tune into you like you're their favorite celebrity. They may even I feel like people have conversations about you and like they could be telling other people they know about you, like people who don't know you, like people in their lives, like, man, this girl or this guy who goes to my school, or this girl or this guy who works at my job or lives in my neighborhood, like they're just so bad, like they're so fine, they're so cool, and they're just telling this person like, yeah, they're better than you know Angelina Jolie, like they're better than Rihanna, like they're telling their people like how attractive you are, and like they're selling you as if like you're a product, to the people that they know who have never laid eyes on you, and they're just like they're talking about you like you're a celebrity. I don't know, I'm getting that, like they're very enamored with you, and it's like they get other people enamored with you, so they might even bring people to introduce you, and then those people also get enamored with you. It's something like that I'm picking up. But yeah, this group, you have celebrity energy. That's just the simplest way I can put it. Your energy is like honey, and everybody else are the bees, and they just can't stop suckling. But I feel like you enjoy the attention. You don't shy away from it. Neither do I feel like you seek it though. Like some people when they're like this, they kind of go out of their way to try to be that way in every room. But I feel like you're kind of quiet. You don't do too much. But you don't have to, because your energy speaks for itself. But you have, unlike group one, you have the kind of energy where people want to be around you. They want to connect with you. They want a piece of you. You may also, like I said, you've probably given some people their fantasy. You've allowed them to live out their fantasies with you. But I also feel at the same time that you're very selective about who you allow around you, because you have so many people buzzing around you, trying to get a piece of you, trying to know you. You've learned that you can't let everybody in. I'm also getting that you have the kind of energy that people can become very obsessed. So that is also why you're very selective and protective of your energy, because you don't need anyone who's going to be like obsessed to the point that they're a stalker and become dangerous. You have that kind of energy as well, that you have the kind of energy like the song Stan, like people can become like a stand to you, and could be somewhat of a danger to you, so that's why you're very careful. you all could have had a scare like that in your life where someone became very obsessed with you to the point it became dangerous, and you learned your lesson. So you're like, nope, I'm not letting just anybody in like that. Like, you keep people at a distance. They could admire you from afar, like the Mona Lisa, but you're not letting them up close and personal in your life. You're not calling everybody a friend. You're not dating everybody who wants to date you. I do feel like the people you have around you treat you normally though. Like, they also know that you're special, but at the same time, like, they've grown so used to you that they've kind of lost that like fanatic energy over you. So like, they treat you, you enjoy the people that you have around you because they treat you like a normal person. And the people who treat you like, like they're a fan, you keep those people at a distance. Okay? So that's all I have for you, group 2. Let's move on to group 3. Hold on. Timestamp this here. Oh, shoot. Okay, so for those who chose entrance number 3, how do people feel or what do they think when you enter a room? You have the ability to turn negative energy into positive. So when people are around you, if they're feeling down, they all of a sudden start to feel their spirits lifting. If they felt as if they were at like a crossroads, they didn't know which way to go, being around you, all of a sudden they feel like they have like a very clear path, like they know exactly where they need to go or exactly what they need to do. If they've been, standing at a metaphorical wall and feeling blocked, it feels like that wall disappears and they can finally move forward. You have the kind of energy that inspires people and grants them clarity. You have a very deeply healing energy that it's like, not only like your energy is deeply healing, but it's also like it gives extreme clarity. So the people who are in pain, it grants them solace. Your energy for people who are confused or blocked, it grants them clarity. It grants them like movement forward. I get like, you have this ability. And I feel like because you have this ability, you don't shy away from interacting with people, like talking to strangers. You have a gift of like encouraging people no matter where you go. So you could be the kind of person who engages in conversation with strangers because you may feel drawn to talk to certain people and you don't shy away from that urge. If you see someone sitting alone and it seems like you just get this feeling in your spirit that they're having a hard time or needing someone to talk to, you sit down and spark up a conversation with them, and that person walk away feeling better, having clarity, feeling inspired. Like you're like a little like you're like a little healing fairy. Like like you go around and you go, it's like your energy, you go where you're needed. You have it's like you have a compass inside of you that guides you to certain places. Like, you don't go just anywhere. You go where you're called. Your spirit, your soul is very special, I'm getting, and you're very in tune with it. So you may not talk about this. You may not tell people that you may not tell people about this in regards to yourself. You don't let people know that you know this about yourself or that you have this ability, but you definitely like, if you feel called to like wake up and go to the gas station that day, not because you need anything, you don't need any gas, but you'll just go there because you're like, hey, maybe I should go to the gas station. Okay, maybe I need to go there because maybe it's somebody there I need to engage with. And you get there and you just go pick up like some snacks. Maybe you go get some gas you don't need, but you end up bumping into someone who you end up helping. You go to a park one day, you feel called to go to a park, you sit down on the bench, a person sitting there struggling, having a hard time. I'm getting like you even talk people out of doing very harmful evil things. Like your energy stops them in their tracks. Because what the example that was coming to me was like someone who goes to the park with the intention of like kidnapping a child or harming a child, and they sit down on the bench like trying to pick out their prey, and you are called to that space. You sit down next to them, you engage in conversation, not talking about anything. You know what's on their mind, you can pick it up. I feel like you have telepathic abilities, and you're a very strong empath as well. And you just start talking to them, and something about like you talking to them, it's like it helps them to change their mind. They get up and they leave. You have saved a lot of lives without you knowing it. This is very deep. This group, I feel like now you probably are more aware of like what you do and how you do it for people. But I feel like when you were younger, you weren't understanding how you were affecting people. You affect them on a very profound level that they never forget. Like this person could have met you when they were like 15. They'll be telling a story about how they met this stranger, when they were 15, and they're now like 65, and how that person changed their lives. Like you have that kind of deep impact on people. People are very blessed to know you. And I'm not just saying that. You have turned around many lives. You have touched everywhere you've gone, you've changed lives, whether you realize it or not. And I feel like you have so many more lives to touch. You are a very special person. You're kind of like a well-kept secret in this world. But yeah, because I don't feel like you're doing this on like a very public level. You do this on a very individual level. You almost operate like a guardian angel. People may even question whether you are actually real. You are an actual human being living a life of your own. But when people encounter you and the way you affect them and the way you change their lives, they're like, I'm not even sure that was a real person. That could have been like a guardian angel that came down in that moment and helped me, with my trauma, with my issue I had going on at the time, or I wanted to commit suicide that day, and this person like they just appeared right in front of me and started talking to me, and all of a sudden like I never had those thoughts again. It's like you cure people of like the most like dark, evil, horrible thoughts that could enter their mind. It's like you somehow like drag it out of them, like not drag it out of them in the way of like getting them to talk about it, because I don't feel like you trigger people and make them talk about their pain or talk about what they're struggling with, but it's almost like you and this person have like a secret, like there's a silent conversation going on underneath the topical conversation. Like you're talking about something else, but you and this person, you're sharing energy at the same time where they know that you know what they're struggling with. And then you are like having a conversation underneath the verbal conversation you're having, where you're relaying this energy to make this person forget or like let go of whatever's been holding them back, or give them clarity for whatever's been blocking them, or to rid themselves of whatever, hideous thoughts they were having. You, like I said, you have like your well kept secret in this world. And I feel like because you are this way and you have affected many lives, you are an extremely blessed person. I feel like you live a life where you continuously thrive. There's really nothing that you lack. When it comes to like your finances are good, your living situation is good. I feel like your personal life is very good. Anything that you want, you're granted because of the way you help God's children. That's what I'm getting. You help make this world a better place, and in return, God gives you whatever you want. Not even just what you need, but whatever you want. And I feel like you have way more coming. Because I feel like your gift, like this, what you're doing is about to pick up. You're probably going to be moving into like a more formal space to do what it is you're doing. I know I picked up like so far you've been like a well kept secret and just going wherever you're called in the moment and interacting and helping individuals. But you might be called soon to more of a platform where you're able to help many all at the same time. And with that is going to come even more blessings. And I feel like on some, it's not that you're a perfect person. It's not that you don't have your own struggles, but I feel like you help to heal yourself through helping to heal others. That is your gift. While other people have to go to other people to get healed, it's like you heal yourself, and you do this through helping others. You have a very angelic energy. Some of you could be an earth angel, actually. Yeah, you're about to be called to have some sort of platform to help people on like a larger scale than how you have been so far. Give me a moment because I'm getting a character in my head and I'm trying to figure out what how that relates to this reading. I'm getting How to Get Away with Murder, the character Connor, and the way he changed when he got with Oliver. Um, like Connor was just kind of a very much like I don't give a F type of person, very reckless. And it's like when he got with Oliver, he calmed down. He calmed all the way down. He developed more empathy. He cared more. He became a more serious and focused person who valued his life. And I feel like that's like you would be in that scenario, you would be kind of like an Oliver for these people. You would help to, I feel like definitely people that you date, they turn their lives around. Like you help to change people's lives, like strangers' lives. But I feel like people who deal with you personally, especially people who date you, if you're married, like that person who you were with or who the people you've been with in the past, they were not who they were with you. They were not that with other people. They were not that in the past. Like they got with you and became a whole different person, so much so that their exes didn't even recognize them with you. They're just like, who is this? This is not the person. This can't be the same James I used to date, or this can't be the same, you know, uh, I don't know, Melissa I used to date. I don't know. It's just the people you date, they become a brand new person. And like I said, it's so far removed from who they used to be with anybody else they were in the past, but they enjoy the change that they experience. They enjoy being the changed person that they are with you. It doesn't matter, how long the relationship is. You could date a person for 2 months and they come out being a brand new person. And I feel like they don't go back to being who they used to be either. It's like the change becomes permanent. So yeah, you have I get like when you leave this world, you have like a very special place in heaven. I mean, not to go to that point, but I get like what you're doing here makes so much of a difference. You're saving so many souls to the point that God definitely has a special place for you in heaven. You have a very, I'm hearing palatial. What exactly is the meaning of that word? Like, I know, but let me look up the formal definition. Yeah, resembling a palace and being spacious and splendid. I feel like when you get to heaven, you're going to have a space like that for you because of what you've done here. But I feel like you're also, like, your life here is going to be, like, full of abundance because if not already, you're going to be reaching that space because what you're doing here, you're doing God's work, definitely. Okay, so that's about all I have for you all for this pick a card reading. Definitely, this went way beyond anything I expected this reading to be, but I enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. Again, if you have not checked out your monthly zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year or your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can do so at the Vimeo links below. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can click on my website link in the description box below. And if you would like to if you would like to check out your daily guidance, you can do so at my Instagram page, Serene Dream Things. Go ahead and follow. And I'll be back on my readings, lovelies. Bye.